Greetings, students. This is Susan Collins. I am your instructor for interpersonal communications. I wanted to go over these new policies with you, and feel free if you have any questions to give me a call. My number is 813-419-1671. Let me go over this policy handout that is attached to your welcome email. First of all, I'll just point out that there's some changes this term that are kind of big changes. One is that now interpersonal communications is a 6-week class. So you will actually begin the class on October 12th, and you will have it finished by November 22nd. So you'll have it finished by Thanksgiving. There's many reasons for this, but the most important is that many studies show that students' performance is much higher in the first 6 weeks of the class. So we're simply giving you all of the work to do in the first 6 weeks because we know that's the period of time when you're most likely to be successful. So you're going to have a great term this term. Also, before you could open any week and work on it. So you could go work on weeks that had been assigned previously. You could move forward and work on weeks that were assigned to be assigned in the future. This time, the weeks are what's called gated, which means each week is only open for the week that it's assigned. So if you're working during the week of October 12th, then the week of October 12th, or week 1, that's the only week that you have access to. When we move on to week 2, you will no longer have access to week 1. So you have to get your work done during the week in which it's assigned. So that's different. Another thing is that when you're doing the discussions, you have to post on 3 separate days. So you would post your first post on Wednesday. You have to post another post or a reply to a classmate sometime during Thursday or Friday. And then you also have to post sometime over the weekend. Now, you're probably wondering why this is. But it's because many studies show that if you work a little bit on several days, it's actually much better for you in terms of learning and in terms of the way you experience the class than if you have to work a lot on a single day. So when you look at this requirement to post on 3 separate days, think of it as we're encouraging you, or requiring you actually, to work a little bit on 3 days instead of working a whole lot on a single day. You'll learn more and you'll have a better attitude toward the class. You'll experience it as more pleasant and less stressful. And this is called distributed learning. And there's a lot of studies that show it's the very best thing for the student. There's other information about what's considered to be a high quality post, and I'll let you read that at your leisure. But suffice it to say that when you're posting, avoid simplistic posts like good job, great post, I agree, and actually use posts that serve to spark other comments by students or additional conversation. It's really important. And if you ever have trouble thinking of these kinds of posts, then just give me a call at 813-419-1671, and I'll be glad to help you with that. Then academic dishonesty and plagiarism. It's important that when you use a website to develop a post or part of a paper, that you give credit to that website or the people who publish and manage that website. So it's perfectly fine to do that, but You need to be able to paraphrase what you're reading from the website and put it in your own words. And then when you put it into a discussion post or in a paper, you need to cite that. It's a great thing to do as long as you're citing it. It's also important not to just rehash what other students have said. You need to develop your own ideas about the topic we're discussing and use your own ideas and your own experiences. In interpersonal communications, we ask you a lot to use your own experiences to explain the concepts that are presented in each chapter. And lastly, attendance is required, and since the weeks are gated, it is very important that you're logging in 3 times a week based on the new requirements. And if you have any problems with that, if you're sick, your children are sick, unexpected things happen, please call me immediately and let me know. All right? I'm really looking forward to working with you. And if you have any questions about this handout, please do take time to read it. If you have any questions about it, these policies are also in under the School Policies tab in your course room, and you can always review them if you have questions about them if you don't have this handout at hand. All right, thank you so much for listening to this video.